The W.E.B. Bois Scholars Institute is a leadership development program, primarily focusing on African American and Latino youth.
It services rising 8th graders to rising 11th graders. Obviously, it's called scholars, so it means that they are smart kids. They have an application, they go through an interview process, and then they are selected to come to Princeton University and spend 5 weeks where they study really hard during the summer, and they learn new ways of thinking in terms of how to be leaders and how to think critically about the problems that confront us as a society.
My favorite part of being involved in the program is the connections I make with my friends or the other scholars in the program. I think that's the real point of the program, is to make connections or to start networking at a young age and to show you who you can be.
And sometimes it feels like you're being drowned by the world and your voice doesn't matter because you're too young or because you look different or maybe because you're a different race. But at this program, everyone's voice matters, and what you believe and what everyone else believes, it's all okay and it's all valid.
So 5 years ago, I put together a program with my colleagues where we bring the students to campus. I have a deep belief that you have to see it to be it. And this is a quote from Marian Wright Edelman, and it's absolutely true. And what it means is, if we want to see these scholars be inside Bristol-Myers Squibb, then they need to experience Bristol-Myers Squibb. We need to actually bring them in. They need to meet the people and understand what we do as well as our journeys.
I know as a young girl growing up, I did not see a lot of professionals. So that's why this program means a lot to me, because it allows them to see that outside of being a nurse, a police officer, a teacher, that there's a multitude of opportunities out there.
I really love working with the kids because every single one of them represents me when I was their age.
Every time I volunteer for this program, I feel like I've gotten more than I've given. It allows me to identify with students that I see myself in.
We have the opportunity to make sure that these concepts resonate with the students as they come into the industry, to say, I expect an inclusive environment. I expect to see people who look like me. I expect to see people who look different than me. I expect to see people who think differently than me.
So what I hope that my mentorship would bring to the program really stems back to something that my mother instilled in me, which is, to whom much is given, much is required. And I do believe that I'm honored to be a scientist, a physician, and an employee of Bristol-Myers Squibb. It's in that there is the responsibility to share with the world, and in particular these scholars, all that we can when we bring them here.